Normally, as in, it amazes me. How can you be like, how can you be hate watching on your own club? Some Chelsea fans now, ever since Chelsea decided to appoint Liam Rosenior, some Chelsea fans even want the club to fail. Just imagine, just because you don't want that manager, then you want your own club that you are supporting to fail. How does that even like make sense? If they ask 100, like they ask 100 Chelsea fan, which one is your like, which manager will you prefer? A lot of Chelsea fan will pick different option. So let's just be patient with Liam Rosenior and see what he has to offer. Let's just wait and see. But some Chelsea fans are just like too negative that we came to sign an inexperienced coach. This and this. What about Maresca? Maresca was coaching Leicester in the championship. He came to Chelsea. He didn't fail. He succeeded in his first season. So let's give this new coach a chance. And besides, I think that this coach is going to do wonders for Chelsea. Seriously, I think he's going to do wonders. Because one thing that I'm most excited about is our squad. Because the way normally, if you have done your research, like you will know this guy lineup tactics. Because I did some research about his last two games at Strasbourg. I saw that he used like he normally use different formation depends on the kind of team. But the formation that he normally use is like 3-4-3, then 3-3-4-2-1. That is the kind of information this guy normally use. That's the kind of information. Now, we all know that if this guy wants to like handle Chelsea, I think Neto is not going to be playing as a full winger. Neto is going to be playing as a left back, as in left full back. Then Rich James will be playing right full back. One thing that I'm excited about this manager, one thing I'm excited to see is how he's going to make use of Rich James. Because Liam Rosenior, if Liam Rosenior can play Rich James as a right wing back, that means Rich James will not be in the midfield anymore. Now, guys, understand. Rich James will not be in the midfield anymore. Rich James will be involved in the attack. That means you'll be seeing more of Rich James. Good evening, Adams. I see your chat. Nice to see you. Now, as I was saying, Rich James will be highly involved in attack. Man, we are going to enjoy Rich James because you remember the Rich James of before. That Rich James that used to do all those bad pullouts, those bad crosses. That is the Rich James that we are about to see under Liam Rosenior. If Liam Rosenior puts Rich James as a right fullback, because the way I'm seeing it, the way I'm seeing Rich James, the way I'm seeing Rich James in his system, or the way I'm seeing him in his system, Rich James will be involved in the attack and defense. That means we might not like once we overlap, Rich James can easily run back to support. Now, talking about our centre back prefer, like for me, if Leon Rosenior is wise, if this new coach is wise and knows what he is doing, our three centre back, because he normally starts with back three. Back three, that's what Leon Rosenior normally does. But he might still change his tactics against Chelsea. But this is how it's going to be. If he decides to go with a back three, that means Cucurella will play left centre back. Then our centre back should be Travis Chalobah. Since Levi Colwill is not fit, let's just say from now till the season ends, we should not be expecting Levi Colwill should return soon. So our centre back in Leon Rosenior's lineup should be Chalobah. Then our right centre back should be Wesley Fofana or Josh Achampong. Because if personally for me, I prefer Josh Achampong to be in Liam Rosenio's starting 11 because we all know what Josh Achampong is capable of. We know his quality, and besides, that will give Josh Achampong more confidence and game time. Now, one thing I love about this coach is that he normally empowers young players in the sense that, for example, since we already know that Esteva Williams is a 1v1 player, Liam Rosenio might empower Esteva Williams to the extent that he will empower Esteva Williams so that the guy can be free on the pitch. The guy can take more risk because Liam Rosenio normally advises his players to take more risk on the pitch. Hope you are getting me, guys. That means most of our young players like Kopama, Esteva Williams, even the likes of Josh Ashipong will not be their freedom will not be limited in the sense that they will be free. That means things might be getting easier for the squad. Things will get easier for the squad. Now, talking about the midfield under Liam Rosenior, we all know that Caicedo is going to be our number one man in the midfield. Caicedo is going to be our number one man in the midfield. Then the person that will be supporting Moises Caicedo, for me, personally for me, I think Enzo Fernandez should be a bench warmer. He should be a bench warmer because Enzo Fernandez cannot support Moises Caicedo. Those two midfield partner is not working, especially this season, because if you observe, Caicedo have been stranded in the midfield ever since then, and our opponent have been taking advantage. That's why sometimes when the pressure is too much, Moises Caicedo will start collecting unnecessary yellow cards because there was nobody to support him in the midfield. But when you look at Andre Santos against Man City, not just any ordinary game, against Man City, a top team, Andre Santos was still holding the midfield. Just imagine how wish Caicedo and Santos was in that midfield. We would have dominated Man City full time. They would have even created much chances. Rodri would have been lost in that midfield. I wish Caicedo and Santos was as in, I wish they start in the beginning. That's why I say that I think Santos and Enzo Fernandez will be switching. Depends on depends on the opponent. But as for me, I prefer Santos to pair with Caicedo. Then talking about our attack, because Liam Rose, don't be surprised if this new coach starts playing Delap as a winger, because I'm sure that he's going to make good use of Delap. He might prioritize Delap more than Joao Pedro, because the Joao Pedro that I'm seeing now, that guy don't want to help himself. Let's be sincere. Joao Pedro don't want to help himself at all. Just imagine against Man City, they are dominating us. Okay, you hold the ball. You hold the ball. What is the next thing to do? Pass the ball once so that the pressure can be free from you. But Joao Pedro, I don't know if that guy normally forbids to pass the ball once. Once Joao Pedro is with the ball, if Joao Pedro don't, if that guy not dribble one or two players, it might not just come down to Joao Pedro. If he not dribble one or two players, it might not just come down. That is what have been killing our attack since against Man City. But when the lap just came in, once the lap is with the ball, he will look around. Any player that is open, the lap will just pass the ball once. But Joao Pedro, that guy they forbid to pass ball once. So if Joao Pedro still continue this same bad playing style under Liam Rosenior, my guy, not Joao Pedro go chop bench because this guy Liam Rosenior, I dey look this guy like person wey say e no dey take nonsense. If he tell you something you no do am, you fit chop bench. Or if he say you no dey work for tactics, you fit just chop bench. So Joao Pedro, make that guy help better dey like make the guy dey take note. Because Liam Rosenior ball, once you are with the ball, pass once. Even if you can dribble, still pass the ball once. That is how the transition works. That is how the progress work faster. But Joao Pedro, we all know Joao Pedro of this. Joao Pedro is one of the Chelsea players that always lost possession when it comes to build up. That guy lost possession, die. He dey lose possession anyhow. To pass the ball, e go be like war for Joao Pedro if you no dribble one or two person. And the funniest part, Joao Pedro is not a 1v1 player. As in, dribble no dey that guy blood. Na him just dey force himself. Na him just dey force himself to like dey dribble. Na him just dey force himself to dribble. Seriously. Na him just dey force himself to dribble. Joao Pedro just dey force himself to dribble. So if that guy no change under this new coach, he go chop bench. No be say na man, he go chop bench. Because Rosenior ball, it has to do with pass, 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 just like the way Maresca ball is. But the difference is that Rosenior, once he start with the build up, then straight to counter attack. That is it. So guys, what is your thought on this new manager? What's your thought on this new manager? Share your opinion. Personally, for me, I don't have any high expectation. Personally, for me, I don't have any high expectation for the manager, but I'm kind of positive. I'm kind of positive about the manager. I'm kind of positive. But let's see how it goes. Like then his first match is going to take charge of his first match, which is the FA Cup match on Saturday. So I believe that will give him that will reduce the pressure and actually let him to pick his best players that will be in his starting 11. Yes, that would be a good idea. Then he's going to be available against Chelsea versus Fulham tomorrow. He's going to attend the match. He's going to attend the match. So that is it. Then talking about the Fulham match, there's something I saw today in Chelsea training ground that just shocked me. I was kind of like laughing because I just thought of it, but that thing should not happen right now. It should not happen. Like when I was checking like Chelsea players in training, I saw Tosi in the training ground. I just laughed. Now I know we are playing Fulham, but if this under 21 coach know it's good for him, may not try and put Tosi at all. In fact, sef, make Josh Ashipon still start tomorrow. Make Josh Ashipon just start. Since Cucurella is available and Badiashile is okay. I don't know about Fofana. There is no update about Fofana. But if Badiashile is available, I prefer Badiashile in that defense than Tosi. I know that two of them are brothers, but at this point, Badiashile is very important in that defense than Tosi. Because I don't want to see in fact, Tosi is good off the pitch. He's a good leader. He's a good leader off the pitch. But in terms of on the pitch, I don't want to see. In fact, till this season ends, if we are a serious team that is looking for points, Tosi should not be in any starting 11 game. Even if it's FA Cup, Tosi should not be in the starting 11. And I'm sure that this Liam Rosenior will be wise to still put Tosi on the bench. In fact, Tosi should just go to the reserve team. May just go reserve team. Or better still, may they just sell the guy. May they sell the guy because that guy make us lose points. So if I see that guy against Fulham tomorrow, serious headache go hold me. I swear, serious headache. Serious headache that go hold me. So my predicted starting 11 against Fulham tomorrow. Let's just say since I believe that this under 21 coach is wise. I believe that he's not stubborn. I believe that he's not the kind of coach that like to do experiments. This is his second game, and he's going to be playing a lower opponent. He should still use the same team that he used against Man City to play the same Fulham. Let's be sincere, Fulham is going to get difficult for Chelsea because Fulham just draw Liverpool. But we all know that Chelsea are in form more than Liverpool. Our only problem have been our coach. Too much experiments. But if this under 21 coach use the same players that he used against Man City to go up against Fulham, we are coming home with 3 points. There is no amount of how Fulham is going to play. There is no amount of counter attack Fulham is going to play that they are going to draw or win Chelsea tomorrow. But if this coach do experiment, if he imitates Maresca, omo, that match we fit lose am o. Seriously. So this is my predicted starting 11. For me, I still think Georgie Shin should start in the goalpost because that guy passes against Man City was beautiful. As in that guy passes is sharp. That pass was his pass against Man City was just accurate. That guy just as in I don't know if I'm the only one that is experiencing this. Majority of Chelsea fans against Man City and the kind of confidence wey they get, I've not seen them have that confidence before. I'm talking about player like Josh, Santos, even Joreato. Their confidence was very high. Even Georgeson that was keeping rubbish beginning of this season against Luton City. Georgeson was confidence on the goalpost. Maxwell, so you are from Plateau State. Nice to have you on my live stream. Nice to have you here. Now, as I was saying before, that guy Georgeson, that guy just get over that confidence against Man City. So if it start against Fulham, I won't be surprised and I will even enjoy it. Now talking about our defense, if this coach gets sense, but if this coach gets sense, Chaloba and Chaloba and Fofana should start. If Fofana is fit, Fofana and Chaloba should start as our centre back partner. But if Fofana is not fit, then Badiashile and Chaloba should start in our defense. Badiashile and Chaloba should start in our defense. Then, as our right back, since Moises Caicedo will be available tomorrow, our NG room will be available tomorrow. Since Moises Caicedo will be available in the midfield tomorrow, I prefer James should play right back. He should play his natural position because this is not a match that we should just overlook. Because currently now, if Chelsea should drop points now tomorrow, we are going to go to 8 or 9 in the Premier League table. This is not funny. Just do your research, check the table. You can see that from 5th to 9 in the Premier League table, they are not far from each other when it comes to points. So if Chelsea should drop points tomorrow, guy, we are coming down from that top 5 position. So this is not a match that we should overlook. We should play Fulham as if we are playing a big team. We should play Fulham as if we are playing a Champions League final or any cup final. Because we have lost points so much, especially December. So if this coach is wise, Reece James should start as a right back. Yes. And Josh Archampong can still play as a centre back. Which is reasonable too. Now, Cucurella was in training today. But as for me, I prefer Cucurella should rest, but not necessary. Cucurella can still rest so that Arthur can still get more confidence on the pitch. Because the more Arthur plays, the more he adapts to Chelsea's football and the pressure. So Arthur can still start tomorrow ahead of Cucurella, but it is not necessary. It is not necessary for Cucurella to play, and it is not necessary for Arthur to play also. But anyone the coach pick among the two is okay. I don't want to see Reece James as a left back. I don't want to see Malo Gusto as a right back. In fact, Gusto should be on the bench tomorrow. I know that Gusto tried in our match against Man City, but due to my lineup prediction, I don't think Gusto can play. Yes, Gusto can come on in the second half. Yes. Then in our midfield, Santos, Santos and Caicedo should be in that midfield if we want to dominate Fulham and pressure Fulham and get quick results. If we want to reduce pressure from our centre backs, Caicedo and Santos should start. Enzo Fernandez is not the right person for the job at this moment to partner with Caicedo. Caicedo needs full support in that midfield, and Andre Santos can support Caicedo. He have already proved himself against Manchester City, so I don't think it will be any difficult to still play against Fulham. Now, as our number 10, as our number 10, Enzo Fernandez should play as our number 10. Enzo Fernandez should play as our number 10, but there are a lot of options. Palmer can still play as a number 10. That is understandable. But as for me, I was not quite pleased with Neto's performance against Man City. I won't lie you guys. Out of all the against Man City, a lot of our players did very well except Pedro Neto. So, in fact, Neto should like relax on the bench. Make that guy relax. That guy don't too play much. Imagine throughout the whole December, Neto start almost every match. All match sef, Neto start all match in December, and not just all match. He almost all the match. He played full 90 minutes. So Neto should rest tomorrow. Estevao should start on the left. Estevao should start on the left wing. Then Palmer should start on the right wing. I know that Palmer still cost us a lot of chances and spoil our attacking play, but Palmer is losing confidence at the moment. So we don't need to like, if you really know who Palmer is, you shouldn't let Palmer's bad performance start make you to judge him. Palmer needs more confidence on the pitch. Palmer needs more freedom. He needs more freedom. So I think starting Palmer on the right wing tomorrow will actually boost his confidence. Because Palmer right now, his confidence is dead. That is why he was less creative against Man City. So we need him against Fulham. Not just for him to start. He needs to play full 90 minutes in that right wing. Then Enzo Fernandez should play as our number 10. Because Enzo Fernandez is more effective in that number 10 role. Our left winger should be Estevao Williams, because currently now, like I said before, Garnacho and Jamie Gittins are not helping themselves. So for now, they should be a regular bench warmer till Liam Rosenior to take charge of Chelsea. Then maybe from there, Liam Rosenior will decide on who is going to use among the two. Because as for now, Estevao Williams is even a better left winger than Jamie Gittins and Garnacho combined. Let's be sincere. Only that Garnacho, only that Estevao Williams' second half performance against Bournemouth have cancelled Jamie Gittins and Garnacho's performance throughout this entire season. Forget the fact that Estevao Williams have not scored any goal in that left wing, but his performance in that left wing is undeniable. You won't tell me that you won't rate Estevao Williams in that left wing more than our left wingers. So Estevao Williams should start in that left wing. He should start. Then as our striker, Joao Pedro is a good goal scorer. But the guy no wan help himself. He no wan help himself. I don't know wetin dey that guy bring. Once Joao Pedro is just with the ball, pass the ball once. Pass the ball once. I use God beg you, pass the ball once. But the thing go just dey hard the guy, go just dey hard am. If Joao Pedro no dribble one or two person, he might not go come down. He might not. In fact, that guy value dribble more than Chelsea results. That's why that guy dey always dey lose the ball. And the funniest part, nobody go pressure am o. Nobody go even pressure am. Okay, even if they pressure you, players don already near you. Pass your ball once. Pass your ball once so that our attack can flow. But his mindset is always opposite. Joao Pedro was one of the Joao Pedro was one of the players that was even making Man City to dominate us. Neto, Palmer, and Joao Pedro. There was those are the three players that held us back against Manchester City. For me, I was quite pleased with the lap. So I won't be surprised if the lap still starts again tomorrow because we need our attack should flow. Our attack should flow. You can clearly see how the lap was supporting the left and the right wing. Everything was flowing against Man City. So I don't see any reason why the lap should not play tomorrow. uh But normal, even if the lap will be on the bench, let the lap come on in the second half. I don't want to see Joao Pedro playing full 90 minutes because that guy is not helping himself. He's a good player, but he's not helping himself. And if he still continue this kind of playing habit against this new coach, that guy go sit down for bench, not be small thing. He go sit down for bench because we can't be losing possession every time. It's not encouraging at all. It's not encouraging. It's not encouraging. So this is my lineup prediction. Delap as our main striker, Esteva Williams on the left wing, Palmer on the right wing, Enzo Fernandez as our number 10, Caicedo and Andre Santos as our midfielder. Then our centre back partner should be Travis Chaloba and Josh Achampong or Bandiashili. But as for me, Josh Achampong should start ahead of Badiashile. Then our left back should be Cucurella, but not necessary. We can still pick Ato, but still not necessary. Hope you are understanding me. Due to more confidence and more game time, Ato should start. But if we want to like make sure of everything that we want to make our lineup to look checked, then as our right back, Rich James should play right back because against Man City, Gusto was playing right back and Gusto was involved in the attack as well. Gusto was highly involved in the right wing. That means if James should play right back tomorrow, Rich James can also be involved. Rich James can also be involved in the attack. He can also be involved in the right wing. That means Rich James can be distributing more pullouts against Fulham tomorrow. That is why I prefer Rich James should be at the right back. I don't want to see Rich James in the midfield tomorrow. Rich James is not a defensive midfielder, despite the fact that he have been our second best defensive midfielder this season. He is still not a midfielder. He is a right back. He should stay at the right back. Since Caicedo is available and is Santos is already blended to the squad, Santos and Caicedo should be in that midfield. Then Rich James should be at the right back. That is my lineup prediction. That is it. Goalposts, it can be Georgeson or Sanchez. I don't care. Two of them are good. Georgeson have showed a lot of promises in the previous match. Sanchez is also good. So that is my lineup prediction. So guys, what is your thought on it? What is your thoughts on my lineup prediction? What's your thoughts on my lineup prediction? Now, for your information, for you guys' information, Leon Rosenior next after Leon Rosenior coach Chelsea against that small team that we are playing in the FA Cup. I think his next match will be Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, which is a huge test. Because we are going to be playing Arsenal in the semi-final. And we really need to win a trophy this season, at least as a new manager. Even if you didn't win the Champions League, winning the Carabao Cup is still something to show for. Winning a Carabao Cup, I know that Carabao Cup is a small cup, but winning the Carabao Cup can also boost this new coach credential. At least he came to Chelsea in his first season and he won a Carabao Cup, he won a trophy. That is something to show for. So Liam Rosenior should take Arsenal match serious. In fact, he should use the FA Cup match as a test, as an experiment to pick his best starting 11 against Arsenal in the FA Cup, I mean, in the Carabao Cup final. Because despite the fact that we are going to play, despite the fact that we are going to play um, Arsenal home and away, despite the fact that we are going to play Arsenal home and away, that match, the guy need to take it serious. You need to take the Arsenal match very serious. We don't need to even lose to Arsenal. We don't need to lose to Arsenal at this moment. We don't need to lose to them. Now, Enzo Maresca just dropped his farewell message today. Now, if you have been like following me for some time now, most of you might think that I don't like Enzo Maresca or I hate him or I have an agenda against Enzo Maresca. Now, I don't. If you have been looking my recent posts, my community posts, my YouTube videos, I normally talk about Enzo Maresca's error because one thing about me, I'm a Chelsea fan. I love Chelsea Football Club. I am not a fan of any coach. And if and one of the reasons why Chelsea fans are not supporting these new coaches because majority of Chelsea fans are too emotional and sentimental. I know that Maresca won 2 trophies for us, which is a very big deal. It's a very big deal. But you should not forget that Chelsea have sacked many coaches even before this new owner arrived. Abramovich had been sacking a lot of coach, and how which Abramovich was still in charge of Chelsea, he would have still sacked Enzo Maresca. That is just the truth. Abramovich would have sacked Maresca because Abramovich is still an impatient owner. Now, Maresca have done many positive things. Now, let's talk about the positive things Maresca have done for Chelsea. Maresca, in his first season, he qualified Chelsea for the Champions League for the first time over 3 years. For the first time over 3 years, Chelsea qualified for the Champions League. And Chelsea won the Conference League. Chelsea won a trophy for the first time in 3 years, which is a huge improvement. Not just that, in the FIFA Club World Cup, he won the FIFA Club World Cup, not just with an ordinary opponent, but with PSG. That is a huge positivity that Maresca did for Chelsea. But this season, there was a lot of hope and high expectation as a Chelsea fan because when Maresca win the trophy, we all believe that even if Chelsea are not going to win the Champions League, we believe that we might go on with an FA Cup or even Carabao Cup. We were even having high hopes that we might challenge for the title. A lot of rival fans were started doing a watch on Chelsea. So the expectation was high for Maresca. But at the end, he started gambling with our games. We don't have a centre back. Fine. Make use of the one that you have. You say no, that you need an already made centre back. You started risking our game with Tosi, and we end up dropping massive points. Now, this is a fact that we all need to accept as a Chelsea fan, whether you like it or not. I wish Enzo Maresca was really serious. Chelsea would have been in second position by now. Because at the beginning of the season, Maresca was not prioritizing Fofana or Josh Ashipong. Maresca was prioritizing Tosi. I think Tosi is one of the defenders that have started multiple matches this season than Josh Achipong and even Fofana combined. And majority of those match we have lost all. Is either we draw or lose. The only time that we will win a match with Tosi is if our midfielders come back and defend for our centre backs. That is the only time we have won or draw. Maresca have been gambling with our games. Just imagine December, Chelsea was able Chelsea were only able to win one Premier League match in December, which is against Everton. And in that Everton match, we didn't even believe that we are going to win the match due to our poor results and poor form. A lot of rival fans started laughing Chelsea. Rival fans like Barcelona, Arsenal, even Manchester United, they started laughing Chelsea. We were the laughing stock in December. We could not to win a single game was difficult for Chelsea. So when I was analyzing it, that is why I said that Maresca was not the right man for the job because he could not work with young players. He could not work with Josh Achapong, Santos, even Hato. Imagine he was playing Cucurella back to back. That guy want play Cucurella to death. Give Josh Achapong some time, give him game time. I remember when Chelsea fans were condemning Joriato, stating that he was one of our worst players, stating that Arthur should go back. Arthur is a worst player, he's not good enough. But it is the same Arthur that stood his ground against Man City. Arthur made a brilliant save against Man City. If not for Joriato, I know that it's not only Joriato that made a save. Josh still did that. In fact, Josh Ashipong made one of the most iconic save against Man City. He lost the ball to Haaland and he still run back and collect the ball. That is not an ordinary defending. Not all defender can collect the ball like that, especially from Erling Haaland. But Josh Ashipong still did that. This is the same player that Maresca was benching for close to 7 matches. This is the boy that is showing his talent against Manchester City. So the problem is not about experienced players. The problem was not always about Chelsea does not have experienced players. The problem is that Maresca does not trust the talent that we have. Maresca does not trust the player that we have. I'm not a Manchester City fan. If that is what you mean, because you say that, are you a fan of are you a fan of City? No, I'm not a fan of Manchester City. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I don't banter Manchester City. I don't have if like for me now, I prefer Manchester City. I prefer Manchester City to win the league more than Arsenal. Like for me, I can never support Arsenal in anything. Even if Arsenal are the only England team in the Champions League, I will still want them to get kicked out of the Champions League. That is me for you. Why are you saying we are doomed? And this guy, why are you even saying we are doomed? Is it because of our new coach? If it's because of our new coach, then that is not what you should be thinking as a Chelsea fan. Because whether you like it or not, the owners are still going to appoint who they want to appoint. And if this coach does not perform well, he will get sacked. That is the end result. If this coach succeeds, then we will fall in love with the coach. We will support him. We will back the coach. But if he fail, if we don't qualify for Champions League this season, then he will get sacked. That is just how it's going to end. There is no two ways about it. So I'm not saying that as a Chelsea fan right now, what we should be doing is not by having high expectation of like this coach should win trophy. Yes, he should put it in back of his mind because in his pre-conference meeting today, he stated that he said that Chelsea he said that Chelsea is a team that normally win trophies. I believe that he already knows the standard and the demand of Chelsea Football Club. So if he cannot get the job done, he will get sacked. That is it. Now, stop compare this your I will agree I will disagree with you. As a Chelsea fan, you should not be making this comment that we can never be in the same level as Arsenal. If what I think is what you mean that we can if it's terms of performance that you are saying that we cannot be in the same level. Now let me ask you. Arteta have been in Arsenal for 5 years. The only trophy he could win was FA Cup. Arsenal is one of the most balanced team in Europe. When it comes to stable and balanced team, Arsenal is number one. But how many trophies have they win? How many trophies have Arsenal win? Chelsea are not stable. Chelsea are not balanced. Hear me out. Chelsea have never been stable. Even during Abramovich era, Chelsea was not stable. After Chelsea won the Premier League, even when Eden Hazard left and Diego Costa left, Chelsea was not the same. Hear me out. Chelsea was not the same. Chelsea was not stable. Till when Thomas Tuchel came and won us the Champions League, Arteta was still in Arsenal. Hope you are understanding me. Chelsea won the Champions League, our second Champions League before Arteta. Arteta have never played in a Champions League final in his career. Understand me now. Arteta have never played in a Champions League final in his career. Hope you're understanding me. So don't compare Chelsea to Arsenal. In fact, Chelsea is a football club that don't tolerate patience. We are not a club that is patient with manager. If you are a manager, you are not showing results in your first 1 or 2 seasons, you will get out. Because Chelsea, just take a look at it. Chelsea have sacked more than 7 managers in the past 15 years. Since when we won our first Champions League trophy, Chelsea have sacked a lot of managers. Chelsea have sacked Mourinho. Chelsea have sacked Sarr. Chelsea have sacked Conte. Chelsea have sacked Tuchel. Chelsea have sacked a lot of managers. And as we are sacking a lot of managers, we are winning trophies. Now, 2012, Chelsea won the Champions League. The next season, Chelsea won the European League, a league that Arsenal have never won in their career. Chelsea win the Premier League 2016 to 2017. If I'm not mistaken, Chelsea won the Premier League. Chelsea won the Premier League before Arteta. Last 6 years, Chelsea won the Champions League for the second time in history, beating Man City. Arsenal is still there. Arsenal is still a balanced team, but have no significant trophy to boast for. That is why I say even if Arsenal win this season Premier League, they still can't talk down to Chelsea. Even if Arsenal win this Premier League this season, they still can't talk down to Chelsea because the Premier League is something that Chelsea have still won. In fact, for the past 10 years, Chelsea can boast that they have won the Premier League within the past 15 years. But for the past 20 years, Arsenal didn't win the Premier League. They didn't win the Premier League. So if Arsenal win this season Premier League, they still can't boast about Chelsea because Chelsea have 2 Champions League trophy. The only way Arsenal can talk down on Chelsea is if Arsenal win the Champions League. That is the only way Arsenal can overshadow Chelsea. But if they have not won the Champions League, they can't talk down on Chelsea. Arsenal is a balanced team, but they are still a shit team when it comes to team that have something to prove. Just take a last season, Chelsea won the FIFA Club World Cup and Conference League. Arsenal still went trophyless. And this season, they might still go trophyless. So when it comes to level, Arsenal is too small in terms of Chelsea's stability in Europe, in terms of trophy credibility. So, as a Chelsea fan, you should not be rating Arsenal. Arsenal have nothing to offer. Okay, are you trying to tell me that you prefer Chelsea to be stable for more than 5 years without no trophy? Is that what you want as a Chelsea fan? So you want Chelsea to be stable for 5 seasons without a single trophy, without a single thing to prove? Okay, now just take a look at it now. I know that Chelsea is one of the most hated club in the world. Do your research. Chelsea is one of the most hated club in the world. That is why ref are mostly against Chelsea. If you look at it this season, ever since Chelsea win the FIFA Club World Cup, our hate watch have increased. No shirt sponsor. Ref started blowing against Chelsea. You can see it now. Ref started blowing against Chelsea. And the media normally, anytime Chelsea are in a bad form, the media always come after Chelsea. They come after our players. The media banter our player. Even the Premier League, the Premier League even is even against Chelsea. Just if you are on X, which is Twitter, just follow the Premier League account on Twitter. Then you see how they normally disrespect Chelsea. You see how they normally disrespect Chelsea. Just imagine we appointed Liam Rosenior today as our head coach. The Premier League want to post it now. They now post that Chelsea appointed a manager that is in his seventh position in League One. Is that how to do your announcement as a Premier League admin? Even when Chelsea win the FIFA Club World Cup, Premier League admin didn't congratulate Chelsea. But when it comes to teams that Premier League normally rate the most, Premier League admin normally rate in the EPL is Arsenal. If Arsenal score one goal like this, Premier League admin no go let person hear word for those their for X. And so they go post Arsenal more than 10 times for that day. Oh, they'll post Arsenal more than 10 times. But if it's Chelsea like this, they'll just post only once. Just imagine during transfer window, when they sign this Jokeris, Premier League no let person hear word, I swear. And so they post the guy, post the guy. But when Chelsea was making their signing, especially when Chelsea signed Joriato, Premier League just only said that Chelsea have made their eighth signing of this market so far. What is that? Is that to make an announcement? That is banter indirectly. You are trying to tell us that Chelsea are the club are the only club that signed a lot of players. That is to show you how Chelsea haters have increased. Even the Premier League are not even supportive of Chelsea as a football club. Let's just be sincere about it. So, as a Chelsea fan, you should not be hate watching on your club just because your club didn't go for the manager you want. We are going for a manager that can bring out the best in our young player. We don't want a manager that will say that he don't need so players. Because of Enzo Maresca, we decided to sell Joao Felix. Joao Felix was one of my best player in Chelsea. But just because Maresca doesn't want Felix, the sporting director sells Felix. That is it. So we need managers that can work with our young talent. We need managers that can bring out the best in Esteva Williams. We need managers that can bring out the best in Josh Archampong and Arthur, even Santos. We need managers that can bring out the best in all these young players. That is the reason why we signed these young players at the first place. If Chelsea really need experienced players, they wouldn't have go for young talents. They would have been going for experienced player from day one, but the owners need young talent. That's why we are going for young talent. So I don't see the point of you guys complaining or wishing for Chelsea downfall. If you are wishing for Chelsea downfall, it's still your club. We are we are the one that is still going to suffer it. Because when other team are getting results, our team is losing back to back. We'll be the one that will be arguing with ourselves. But if Chelsea is getting results, we will be happy. We can boldly compete. We can boldly compete in the likes of Barcelona and even Man City or Arsenal. But right now, we can't talk to Barcelona because those one have been winning their game back to back ever since November. So right now, Chelsea are in a bad phase. So right now, we need to be positive and support our new manager. That is my thought, and that is what, as a Chelsea fan, that is what I'm doing now. If you for like me, one thing that I'm excited about this new manager is that he's going to use more of our young players. Like me, I want to see Esteva Williams more on the pitch. I want to see Santos more on the pitch. I want to see Josh more on the pitch. I don't want to see Tosi on the pitch anymore. I don't want to see that guy. I want to see our players that bring results more on the pitch. That is me for you. So guys, what is your thoughts on our new manager? Drop your opinion in the comments, and if you guys enjoy this live so far, don't forget to leave a like, and if you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And guys, don't forget to like turn on your notifications so that when I come on live again, because tomorrow after the match against Fulham, I'm going to come on live to talk about the match. So make sure to stay tuned and be active. So this will be the end of my live now. So guys, for those of you that comment and contributed to this live stream, I really appreciate you guys a lot. Your contribution means a lot to me. And I'm hoping to like see you guys on my next live, which is tomorrow. So guys, I'm highly grateful for your support. So guys, see you on my next live stream. And a very good evening to you all. Now, if you are just coming to my live, I'm about to round up, but I'll be live again tomorrow by the same time, which is 9 p.m. Don't forget, guys, 9 p.m. in the evening. Or let's just say after the match. I made a mistake. Chelsea match will be starting, I think, 8:30 tomorrow, so I won't be live by that time. But after the match, which is 10:30 or 11 p.m., I'll be available on live. So make sure to turn your notification and stay tuned. See you guys later. Up Chelsea.